whole lot of debauchery going around. God damn it, I already fucked it up. Do I just stop it?
No! You said it right on accident.
Yeah.
You were supposed to fuck it up.
I know. This is why no one likes you.
Welcome to the Den of Debauchery.
We bastardized it.
Okay. Italians were making pizza before we were, but they did it with a tiny patch of shitty cheese right in the middle of a bed of fucking sauce, and then threw a fucking bay leaf in the middle and called it a pizza.
I'm sorry.
We developed the meat lovers. We developed the stuffed crust.
Yeah, because we're
You know, you
fat,
can get a fucking pizza with pretzels attached to the fucking crust and peel them off and dip them into fucking cheese. So just because somebody did it first doesn't mean they were the best.
Yeah, they're still the best.
Look at the first person that tried to go to the moon. Dead as fuck.
No, what you really want to know about dead as fuck is the first female that tried to go to the moon.
What's her name?
Yeah. No one knows. She did. Blew up. Don't you know that? It was a school teacher. Okay? So a school teacher was going to be the first lady to go to the moon. She's in the fucking rocket. Obviously, her whole school, her whole class is watching. They watch as the rocket takes off, explodes in the air, and watch your teacher die.
At least they got out of homework that week.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Thank you.
If this was like Hog...
For those of you listening, this is the Den of Debauchery Podcast. I'm Yale Ream. Sitting across from me is Derek Stock, who is arguably the dumbest person in North America. And if you're tuning in for the first time, which you are, because this is the first time that we're doing it, this is a podcast where we talk shit to each other while drunk. And that's pretty much it. We have a few vague topics. So you were saying something stupid?
What? No. So if this is like
yes, you were.
If this is like Hogwarts, Dumbledore would have got him out of like the exams. So yeah, they either got out of homework or last up.
50 points to Miss Johnson's class for.
Oh yeah, they would have won the House
Cup. Because she fucking exploded.
For sure. They would have won the House Cup for sure.
He always just talks shit. It's so funny. At the very end, he's always just like, yeah, you guys like are down by like 300 points, but
let me make up some fucking points to give you.
Because Harry Potter's the main character and we want his house to win. Now you are like the biggest Harry Potter fan that I know of.
Well, yeah, that people probably, yeah. In my friend group, I'm definitely the biggest, but I mean, there's some people that are just ridiculous with it, with anything with that type of genre. So
how much did you spend on your wand?
So I didn't buy it. My dad bought it for me, but those wands are roughly like $60. The ones that don't interact.
Now, my dad bought my Harry Potter wand for me. Sounds like a sentence that should come out of a 12-year-old's mouth.
Yeah,
well, here you are, a grown man. It's like, Daddy got me my brand new Harry Potter wand.
Yeah, but at the same time, I mean...
The core is Phoenix Feather.
But I got to walk her, so he bought me that, and then later on I went to the Wizarding World. And I got to watch all these poor fucking kids have no wand while I'm walking around with a wand. So who really is winning and losing in that situation?
Your fiance.
I paid for the trip. She was winning like a motherfucker.
No, I just meant like in general in life. The fact that
she's got a very sad existence.
Other.
Yeah, definitely did not draw the best straw when picking partners for the rest of her life.
She absolutely refuses to heed my warnings to just leave and go be happy somewhere else.
Well, I mean, her being a social worker, is she like mentally unstable, or does she see she sees the good in people, which, you know, she doesn't call people out on their bullshit all the time, is what I'm saying. Which, if
I mean, you know what? Actually, I think you tapped into something there without realizing it. Because she's a social worker, she, comparatively to the people that she works with on a daily basis, you're like almost not a piece of shit.
Well, when she was working at another place where she had to deal with parents that were like court ordered, they had to have supervised visits.
She's dealing with
I'm
people
definitely
that have
better.
like shot heroin into their base of their baby's neck and then drank their blood to try and see if they could get higher.
I mean,
so by those standards, you still suck, but certainly a lot less.
that's only because I don't have a baby yet.
Just you wait. Just you wait until I get a baby. That little son of a bitch, I'll make sticking that needle right in the soft spot.
I mean, I don't like that you're really just like putting me above those people yet until I actually have the chance.
No, nobody said you were.
I haven't
above
lived up to my potential. Is what I'm saying
no.
as a father.
Absolutely nobody said that you were above them. So you had a story that you wanted to tell me
So
about shitting your pants that I have not heard yet, and I'm going to hear for the first time.
well, I don't know if you've heard
I've never been more excited about anything in my entire fucking life.
I don't know if you heard about the first time I shit my pants. When I was getting ready for a colonoscopy, they say, hey, before like 6 hours before the procedure, you have to wake up and you have to take what I did was magnesium citrate. And so I had to wake up at like 4 a.m, and I took this magnesium citrate, and I thought, it's fucking 4 a.m, I don't want to be up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drink it, I'm going to sit on the couch, and I'm going to wait for the stomach cramp to come. And so I waited for the stomach cramp to come. It was early in the morning. I fell asleep. Lo and behold, when I woke up, I loaded my fucking drawers in my sleep. Yeah, I just shit my pants. And when you're getting ready for a colonoscopy, you eat nothing but Jell-O the day before. You're on a clear liquid diet. So I ate orange Jell-O all day. I shit my pants, orange Jell-O all over. I wanted.
Wait, so you shit and it was orange and it looked like straight orange Jell-O.
Oh yeah, it was all orange. And then you have to get up from the couch that I shit
amazing.
on. Yeah, do a shit walk. You know the shit walk when. and
oh, I know the shit walk.
Yeah, go right into the bathroom, and I just threw those pajama pants away. Like that was all there was.
There is no saving them.
Yeah. So let's talk about
because if you try to, even if you wipe everything out, at some point you're going to drop food on those pajama pants and pick it back up and go to eat it, and it's tarnished forever.
Yeah. So what I want to tell you about is the second time that I shit my pants. For anyone listening that doesn't already know, I have a condition. I have a disease. I have Crohn's disease, and it's a
not a real disease.
It's a one stomach aid, and for anyone that doesn't know, Crohn's disease is a little bit more severe case
Fake
of like
and made up. It's a little bit fake and made up.
It's a little bit worse than like irritable bowel syndrome. It's like a step up from that.
No, nobody actually believes what you're saying right now. But please go on.
So at this point, I'm living at my mom's house still, and I'm going
because you're a loser.
It's Halloween, so I'm supposed to be going to a Halloween costume party with my younger brother. My younger brother, he is working in Findlay, and my mom goes, "Hey, I'm going to Findlay anyway. Why don't I just take you to his work? You can hang out there until he's off, and then you guys can go to the Halloween party together." And so my mom drives me there. My brother works in a kitchen at a nursing home, and instead of bothering him, because we got there a little bit early, so instead of bothering him, I'm like, I'm just gonna like hang out, just wait. And she drops me off at the back of this place, right, which is where the workers would go in, but obviously I don't have anything to get in.
This is a lot of detail for this story. It better be worth the wait.
Yeah. So I'm walking up, and I'm like, maybe I should text him. I don't want to bother him. He's working. Now, this nursing home is fucking enormous. It's huge, okay? I don't know if you know anything about Birchhaven. It's like one of the largest in this part of the United States.
It's basically a giant suburb. I had to drive through it the other day.
Exactly. Yes. So I'm in the very back of it, and I go, instead of bothering my brother and like making him come to the door to open it, I'm just going to walk around this entire fucking place and go to the front to where I know there's a guest bathroom. So I start walking. I walk on the sidewalk. I'm walking, and about halfway to the front, my stomach really starts bubbling. So I'm like, fuck. At this point, I couldn't walk very fast regardless, but I still picked up the pace, and I'm walking. And I'm walking, and I don't fart anymore. But I'm farting. And that's like a real bad sign. When I start farting, that means shit is like real close to happening. And at this point in my life, I hadn't had a solid shit in probably years. So, I mean, it could squeak out at any time. I get to the front of the building, but I still have to walk to the middle of the building to where the normal doors are to get in. So I'm like, fuck the sidewalk. I'm going right through the grass. So I get to the grass, and I can see the door. It is in my sight that I have to walk into. And then I fart one last time, and it's a shark. So I'm standing there, and I'm like, okay, I've got a little nugget in there.
A little nugget.
I'm like, it was a little short. I can still, but my body has now told me, you take another. Are
we talking like literally the size of a chicken nugget? Or are we talking a Hershey Kiss?
No, we're talking like, let's take a Snickers bar and melt it in the.
That's not a little nugget. That's a turd.
It's not a turd because nothing's solid. So it's just a liquid, like the equivalent. Like if you melted.
I'm talking mass wise. That's a full shit.
Yeah, it's not not for me. But yeah, it was that. I would say that was that size already in my underwear.
Oh God.
Now, okay, so I would say I am from the back of the building to the front of it. If from the back to the front is 100, I would say I'm 75% of the way there. So I fart, I shart, and I figure my body tells me if you take another step, you're shitting your pants. But if you stay here, you're shitting your pants. So I decided, well, right outside, right by the bushes, right outside, I'm guessing some old person's window, I just decide it's time. I can't make it to the bathroom. I'm just going to shit my fucking pants. I'm standing in the front lawn of a nursing home where some old person can look out their blinds and see a teenage, well, at the time, 20-year-old some kid shitting his pants in the front yard. I am loading it up. Like I said, none of my shits have been solid for like how long. So, I mean, right in my socks.
It's just spray. It's just complete spray.
Absolutely. Now,
is it coming out like liquid, like you're pouring a drink, or is it like thumb over the end of a water hose, like pfft?
Pouring out a drink.
Okay.
So, here is the thing. I don't know if you've ever shit your pants to the extent I have.
Of course I have.
Like,
I'm a fucking adult.
Well, I mean, I avoided my bowel. Like, it was everything. It was like some people. I know people that have shit their pants and like, you know, they shit a little bit, but they could still get to the bathroom and finish it off, so they only got a little bit of shit. Like, I avoided all of it in my pants.
No, I shit my pants in Kuwait. I'll tell you about that after this.
So I don't know about you, but I know I had a question at the time of shitting my pants, because everyone pees their pants when they shit, or pees when they shit. I had
not true.
I've never taken a shit without peeing.
I have.
Okay, so you're at a fucking anomaly, but
I'm not saying every time. You said nobody. I'm saying most of the time, yeah, I pee when I poop.
Yeah.
But if I'm taking a shit out in the woods, I'll pee after I'm done.
No. Well, I'm shitting my pants in the front yard. I got jeans on, right in the front yard of a nursing home. And I had to ask myself, do you go all the way and just piss yourself too? And to that, I said, yeah, fuck it. Why not? I'm already shitting my pants. I'm just going to piss my fucking pants too.
So, wait. You're already squatting at this point, right?
I'm squatting. I'm standing there. I am standing straight up. Now, I did...
Wait. Hold on. Okay, apparently I was not paying close enough attention to this entire story. You decided to go in the bushes, right?
No, I decided to stand. I
You
was
stood
I was
there.
next to bushes. I decided to
Okay,
shit
you
my
said
pants.
okay. You said your choices were like the bushes.
I thought about it. I did think about it.
So you literally stood there,
Stood there like
didn't
a
even
fucking
undo
child.
the belt, didn't undo the zipper,
Not even tried.
and continuously shat yourself.
Yep. Didn't even try to fucking really remove the pants. Yeah.
You knowingly stood there
Mm-hmm.
and shit yourself
Absolutely.
and pissed yourself.
Yep. Absolutely.
With your pants up.
Yeah. Pants up. Are you kidding me? I got it in my socks. I got it in my shoes. Pants up. I mean,
Okay.
the only
So what's the next move after you're completely from the waist down, literally covered in shit? It's on your shoes.
By the way, it's October, obviously. I'm going to a Halloween party. A little chilly, right? So, when...
I thought you started shitting and took off your pants in the bush. Naturally, I assumed you would make even the slightest effort. I'm forgetting that you're such a piece of shit that you will full-on toddler stand there and shit yourself.
You gotta realize
like
how...
when a little kid makes that grunting face and you're like, oh, are you shitting yourself? You know you're supposed to go in the potty, and he's just like...
But you gotta realize
that was you
time,
as an adult male. How
when-
old were you at this point? 26?
I was 20s, for sure. 20s, for sure.
You have to be like 25, 26, right?
I would say earlier than that. I've had Crohn's disease
24 and a half? How much
7 years or something like that. I was obviously out of...
You can't,
Sure, 25.
You guys can't see it, but whenever he says disease, I do air quotes.
Um...
Disease.
But you got so you got to realize how little I can move at this point. So I already shit my little bit from that shark. So
you
I
decided
tried
I'm already sitting in my own shame.
Yep.
Let's just take it all the way.
well, I told you if I took another step, I was gonna shit. I don't know what to do. There was bushes behind me. But what do you want me to do, man? Okay, so this is probably I'm standing in the front lawn of a nursing home with piss and shit pants.
To be fair, you blend right into the rest of the people.
Oh
at the
yeah,
nursing
for
home.
sure. Yeah, I could have got a nurse's aide out there to wipe my ass. Stat. Remember I told you that my mom dropped me off? So my mom she went to get food. So I called my mom, which is my own, which is all I could do, right? I'm like, Mom. She's like, what's up?
No fucking way.
I'm like, I go, I need you to pick me up right now. And she goes, why? What's going on? I go, I'm not. Just pick me up right now. I don't know what the fuck you got going on, but pick me up right now. She's like, okay. She was in line to get food. Like, I don't know if they ordered yet or not, but she was in line to get food. She's like, all right, I'll tell Bob we got to go pick you up right now. I mean, obviously everyone knows that. She was assuming that it was something to do with my Crohn's disease.
They at least finished their order and got their food before they left, right?
No, this is the best part.
Oh my god, you ruined their meal.
100%.
You selfish.
I kind of I ruined my mom's
The
meal.
damage is already done. Let them at least pick up a meal.
Dude, pee and shit are warm when they come out. They get very cold very fast out of the body.
You deserve it.
I am standing there in like...
You shat yourself as an adult knowingly. You could have pulled your pants down.
I did. Like, I fully committed to shitting my pants.
You are literally the definition of a toddler. You shit yourself and pissed yourself knowingly and then called mommy to come get you.
This is great, man, because this is like one of the like, besides what happened in 2017, this is like one of my lower times in my life with my Crohn's disease.
Which is
and I love
saying
that you're
something
making a
for
smaller meaning of it. Like, this is real big to me that I'm telling you this.
This is just the fact that you said that this is a low point for you means it's really bad.
It's horrible. So my mom comes and picks me up, and she goes,
God.
"What happened?" And I go, "Mom, I'm standing in shit. I shit myself." And my stepdad gets out. God bless that guy. And he's like, they've got to take me back to Cary. Cary is 20 minutes away. Okay? So he, oddly enough, they had like this tarp in the
Bed.
trunk, in the trunk of it. It was the Taurus at the time.
Oh.
So he had like a tarp in it. So he puts the tarp down. And now, not only do I have to walk to the car, very uncomfortable, with, shit everywhere. Then
So
I have
when
to
you're walking
sit.
there, is it basically just spilling out of the bottom of your pants?
Wait until I get home.
Hold on, you're gonna miss it. Is it spilling out of the bottom of your pants like Shawshank Redemption when he's kicking the
stones?
dirt? When he's kicking the dirt out from chiseling his way, and it's just
Absolutely. 100%. Like I said, nothing's solid.
That's amazing.
So he lays the tarp down. I sit in the back seat. Obviously, I smell like shit. So he rolls the back windows down on the way home. I am freezing on the way home. It is October. I'm light. I lost a lot of weight, obviously.
You did this to yourself.
Yeah. We get home, and I walk through the house, and I go into the bathroom, clothes and all. I'm just like, fuck it. I'm just gonna jump in with the clothes, and I'm gonna slowly take off my clothes as I'm showering. I'm gonna let it rinse down the drain. It goes right down the drain because once again, nothing's solid. My mom comes in with a laundry basket. She's like, throw all your clothes in here once you rinse them off real good.
Don't keep those clothes. Get rid of those clothes forever. They're done.
I mean that my mom was washing them, so I don't give a shit on that one.
No, I'm never putting those things back on again. This is the shame. That's the shame outfit.
Well,
have you worn those same clothes around me?
I'm sure. Well, I'm sure I have.
What if I accidentally pressed against the shit jeans?
My mom
What were you
was
wearing?
very good. It's just jeans and I
You don't wipe out. You never. Here's the thing. Even if you clean it physically, the psychological damage, the physical, damage is still tied into there.
Yeah, but
It's like keeping your Nazi uniform after the Holocaust is over and after the Germans were beaten in World War II. You just get rid of that shit. You'd hide that shame.
goddamn allies
Never admit
messing
that
with
it was-
everything. So my mom takes all my clothes out, all my shit clothes out. I finish my shower, and I come out, and I see my stepdad, the guy that did not produce the sperm to make me, on his hands and knees, cleaning the carpet. Apparently, shit leaked out onto the carpet as I walked into the shower. Because I had to walk from the back door all the way to the shower. So I'm assuming that I left a trail. I guess I didn't think about it until I saw him on his hands and knees scrubbing the garments.
Oh, and you're
Of my shit.
he.
Of a 25-year-old fucking male.
So it is 25. I said 25.
I would assume. I was out, like I said, I was out of college, so I'm assuming that's around the time of my life.
Oh my god.
This was by far, like
Your
I said,
stepdad is not cool at all about anybody messing up his house and or vehicles.
yeah.
So, oh my god, I'm just.
So I'm assuming that while I was in the shower finishing up, he got a talking to about not saying a fucking word from my mom. That's what I'm assuming.
Yeah. Your mom lays down the fucking hammer. That's pretty goddamn
She
shit.
don't play.
So I am not going to tell my story now because nothing will ever top that. I thought nothing would ever top orange shit, but that is amazingly epic.
I refuse to go to the bushes. I looked at the bushes and go, fuck it. I'm just going to do it.
Such a piece of shit.
What? Dude, do you understand that if I would have shit every step to the bushes. By the time I would have got to the bushes, because I mean I was at least 10 feet from the bushes. By the time I would have got to the bushes,
shit right there. It's better to shit on the lawn and have people see you than to shit in your pants and no one see you.
This was like 10 o'clock at night. I don't think anyone was.
So then there's no excuse not to drop trowel right there and fucking just go into the grass.
Have you ever been in a situation where you panic and you're like, I don't know what to do, and you kind of just freeze up? That's me. That was me.
Yes.
I was weak.
Every time a woman tells me that she loves me. Which has been twice.
Yeah, but we also know what you do when a woman tells you love you. You get all head over heels and find out she's a bitch.
That's not necessarily untrue.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, no. So I'll go ahead and tell mine, but I'll tell you right now it's not going to top that. So this would be the point if anybody's listening to go ahead and go up and get a drink. And
practically whenever Yale's talking.
Listen to you fucking talk. Literally the only reason that you are worth anything is for me to laugh at your shame. So
I've got a lot
mine
of
comes from I was in Kuwait, and it was actually during Comic-Con. They actually had Comic-Con in Kuwait.
Which is another story that you were just telling me, but we'll tell that some other time.
The first day I eat Kuwaiti Taco Bell.
Yeah.
For anybody that doesn't know, Kuwait is a nation that is friendly to the U.S. and military presence is over there to basically help build them up and make sure in the unlikely event should Iraq ever invade or should terrorists ever invade. So that's why people are over there. Anyway, I'm over there. I eat Kuwaiti Taco Bell.
That sounds...
And I drink Kuwaiti milk.
Mm-hmm.
And that evening...
It's not pasteurized, is it?
I don't know. That I don't know.
Okay.
All I know is that evening sometime around like 9 o'clock, I start needing to go to the bathroom every 45 minutes to an hour and a half to take a shit.
Literally my 2017.
Shooting out water like just about every hour.
Yep.
And later I looked up the symptoms and it says it's from uncooked chicken or
beef.
Unpasteurized milk. So I'm like, I did both of those things in the same day. So yeah,
have that chicken quesadilla?
I think so. I don't fucking remember what it was. I just know it was Taco Bell at the fucking event. So I'm shitting every hour. I finally get it to slow down, and I go to bed that night. I wake up, and I'm uncomfortable, and I'm just like, oh fuck, man, I think I'm sick. Like, I think I'm sweating all over my fucking self
like cold
sleep
sweats?
because I have a fucking fever.
Yeah.
I'm like, ugh, fuck, everything's all wet. It's sticky.
Oh my god! Don't.
I sleep naked. I always sleep naked.
I didn't know that.
Dude.
From
always.
our time in college, you.
Well, I don't sleep naked when there's somebody else in the room.
I mean, I would have loved to see
when
it,
I'm in
but
my
go
own. Of course you would have. A fucking I had watery shit myself in the middle of the night in pristine white sheets. I'm staying in an apartment paid for by the company that I'm working for over in Kuwait. So I had shit myself and then gator rolled all throughout the sheets in my sleep. I always toss and turn. So I shit myself into the white sheets. And then I just rolled around in it. So it's all over my ass. It's all over the sides of my legs, all over my lower back. Both of my arms and hands got in it. And I'm just looking down, and I just like panic run into the fucking shower. And there's 3 other people in this apartment, and I'm absolutely certain that at one point somebody heard me go, "Oh, oh no, why?" So I take off, I go fucking shower. The sheets are just fucking destroyed. I rip all the sheets off, and the maids come into service every fucking morning. So I have to get rid of all this.
Was it like a hotel?
So I have to. It's an apartment, but it's managed by like they're really well taken care of. They said this company, it's similar to basically like a really nice hotel.
Sounds like it.
But like it's got its own kitchen / laundry room.
Mm-hmm.
It's got like a little living room area, and then 3 separate bedrooms, and then one of the bedrooms is a suite with its own bathroom. And then since it's the middle fucking east, one of the bathrooms is like literally the whole bathroom is a shower, and they also have a toilet in it. Because in the Middle East, they don't use toilet paper. They wipe their ass with their bare hand, and then clean off their hand with water.
Hold on.
Or if you were in a fancier, nicer, cleaner, slightly more westernized place, they will have like a hose that they hose themselves off with, but they don't use toilet paper.
Okay, finish your story. That is all.
That's pretty much the story. Is I just had to scrub the sheets clean. Like basically, I washed them off in the shower first, and then ran them through the washer and dryer. And luckily, none of it got to the mattress somehow.
The first thing I thought of when you said that was the league Roxanne, forever unclean.
Forever clean. Yes.
Let's go back to the fact that they wipe their ass with their hands.
Yeah, man. I was on a base. And that's they hire workers from the local areas, and they have specific porta potties just for them, because they don't sit down on the toilet because that's considered unclean to them.
That's considered unclean. They wipe their ass with their hand. Yeah. That's considered unclean.
Yes.
I am so appalled right now. Listen to me right now.
Hey,
this is 2018.
Hey, stop. Just real quick question. Your ancestry. Where do your ancestors come from? I want to say it's somewhere, in the east, but not the far east, and definitely not like the western east. Somewhere in like the middle, like a Middle Eastern area.
Yeah,
isn't that where your ancestors come from?
Yeah, there's a big tree that represents it. Yeah.
Oh, I guess.
Big tree. Yeah, for anyone that doesn't know, I am Lebanese, hailing from Lebanon. I say hailing.
Exactly, which means that you are, as a minority, he is allowed to say whatever he wants, and you cannot be offended.
But
because you don't know his struggle.
But at the same time...
Also, he has a disease. So, again, being handy-capable, you don't know his struggle. So.
Yeah, but at the same time, this is 2018, okay? Toilet paper's made. Fuck it. You don't want to do that? Get a goddamn bidet.
Yeah, that's what like more westernized places in the Middle East do. They do use like bidets and like hoses, but they, to a certain extent, like a bidet is way cleaner than toilet paper.
100%, and I agree.
So like they're on the right track there. And there are places in Iraq that are literally 100% American. Kurdistan, 100%. Like westernized, with the exception of like the culture, some cultural things, and the food. The food is fucking amazing. It's absolutely
but you said amazing. More westernized places. Yeah. So there's still places.
A lot of places.
But here's the thing: it has indoor plumbing as well, though. Like I get the third world countries that don't have indoor plumbing. Maybe okay, so they don't have toilet paper.
There's a lot of poor places in like Iraq. Like sure. I don't know much about Afghanistan. I haven't been there, but there are a lot of poor places.
Right. Well, you barely served.
I bear a good chunk. I'm sorry. What did you do?
What did I do?
Other than shit your pants and call your mommy to come get you, what have you done?
I was in America. Shit my pants with freedom around me.
Yeah.
I had the freedom to shit my pants.
You're welcome for that freedom, by the way. You're welcome for that sweet.
I will never thank you for my freedom.
Because you shouldn't either.
I know, because you did shit. You did nothing. You
know what I did with your taxpayer dollars? I went to El Paso, Texas, and I spent it on tacos, tequila, and titty bars.
Yeah, he got a suntan with my tax dollars.
I got a sweet ass farmer's tan. You're welcome.
So
you're welcome, America. The sidewalks on your bases have never been cleaner, thanks to little old me.
So
I'm an excellent sweeper.
Yeah, he was in the army. I guess I don't know.
Yes,
so
you do.
Yale, you got an offer. Well, I think it was last Friday. You got an offer that was a little weird coming from the person, because due to the fact that you had no idea who this fucking person was.
You're discussing the house party, I assume.
Yep. We went to a house party for the first time in a long time. It felt great because it felt like the old college days, where you and I were drinking, running a party, and also.
I'm gonna need another fucking drink for this.
Yeah. So, it just felt like college because we just did a lot of stupid shit, and we did anything for pussy that night. Not me, obviously, but you did a lot of stuff for pussy that night.
No, I didn't.
You did. Okay, come on. Go ahead and
I didn't do a lot of stuff for pussy.
You did, because you had your friend First of all, let's just start
every
with
single
what she
step.
said.
You did a lot of stuff for
That's
pussy that
good.
night. Every single step of the way, I told you. At any point, we can bail. Every single step of the way.
Okay, so I'm not going to tell you that's not true, but I want you to go ahead and say the first thing this chick said to you.
All right, we were at this house party. We're drinking aggressively, as you do as a young man. And I have to go to the bathroom. There's a girl that I have not met there yet. She's standing in front of the bathroom, and just to be polite, I was like, "Hey, are you waiting for the bathroom?" And she says, I can't remember. There was like a little something there, and she turns to me, and the first words out of her mouth, she's like, "Yeah, I have to pee. Do you want to come in and open your mouth?"
Because the door just came out, the bathroom just came open. So you're like, "Hey, are you next in line?" And she goes, "Yeah, I have to pee." And that was what she said.
And she says, "Do you want to come in and open your mouth?"
Now.
And I'm like, I don't know her name. We haven't introduced ourselves. I know nothing about this woman. The very first sentence that she says to me is asking if I'll catch her piss in my mouth.
But so,
which is unsettling to say the least. I was caught so off guard.
Hold on.
I was not ready. I was not ready in any form. You could have given me 1,000 guesses to guess what she was going to say. I never would have guessed that straight out of the gate she'd have gone with, "Let me piss in your mouth, boy."
But hold on. Now, if it had nothing to do with your mouth, and it was just, "Yeah, can I pee on you?"
No.
Would you have accepted
No.
that? What is so wrong with getting pissed on?
It's gross. Here's the thing.
How's it gross?
I've had discussions about this, about like
pee is
how
sterile.
far you would go and what you would do with somebody when it came to sex. That's a little something extra for the listeners. So when it comes to pee, the furthest I would go, if I was in love with someone, like already in love, like I want this woman to birth my tall, big-nosed children. If I was to that point, I would pee on her if that's what she wanted. Now, I don't think I could ever get peed on. Definitely nothing to do with shit. I can never shit on or get shit on anyone. I can't cross that line.
100%. Yeah.
I also had the discussion about drinking breast milk. For me, that would never be something sexual for me. That's something I would only do if apparently they can get clogged. Like the milk ducts can get clogged.
You're going to be your savior.
Or like they can be so full that like it's really painful.
Yeah.
I would do that just to like help her out.
Yeah,
and
I'm
I'm not going to be grossed
just
out
a
about
good
that.
fucking
But there's
Samaritan about it.
nothing sexual about. There's no way I'm sitting there thinking like, "Oh, let me drink your milk." Like, no. I did
Yeah.
that with my mother. That's not what I'm about.
You were in the army. You're just being a serviceman. Yeah, you're just you're serving.
For the first time in my life.
No, okay, so I do, speaking on that topic, I do know a girl that is a king for her.
To have her breast milk drank?
Correct.
Like straight from the tap or out of a bottle?
Straight from the tap. She does not...
Do you want to give her name, occupation, and address? Or?
Absolutely. No.
Do I know this person?
No.
Damn it.
No, you don't. But,
Do you want to set me up?
I mean, you like tickle bitties?
Doesn't everyone?
So...
What a silly, ridiculous question.
So later on that night with this chick, Yale is very, very much into dogs, and he likes taking them for walks. And he took the house party. They had a dog, and they took him. Yale already took him on a walk once, and the dog was acting up, trying to looks like it wanted to go outside. So I told Yale, I go, hey, I think the dog wants to go outside. It's got to go to the restroom. And Yale goes, oh, I'll just take it for another walk. And typically, instead of Yale going by himself, my thought was, okay, I'll just go on a walk with Yale with the dog. And so Yale goes away. He grabs the leash for this dog. And the girl, the piss in your mouth girl, goes, we're going to take the dog on a walk. And then looks at me and goes, just the two of us. Like, she was like making it very clear that I was not invited. So we're
gonna get sued just for me singing that.
So I look at her and go, well then fucking go then. I didn't want to go on the walk anyway. I was just being a nice guy. So if Yale had someone to go with,
you're always a nice guy.
Unfortunately, it's not my best trait. So they go on this walk.
I was kidding.
I don't know how long they were gone. Whatever, 10 minutes, let's say. Yale comes back into the party and goes, hey man, so she wants me to go back to her place. She wants you to drive us to her place. And like you said, multiple times that night you said, look, we can fucking end this whenever. So he goes, if you don't want to drive me...
I am literally looking for any excuse for you to say, nah, I can't do it. And this is the one time that you're being like a wingman, and I don't want you to be.
Well,
I don't want to do this.
I was horribly close to saying no. Right? I'm like, dude, let's pack up. Let's get ready. Let's go to my car and let's talk about it. So Yale grabs the cooler. We grab up everything. We say bye to everyone. We're walking out of the place. So obviously, this place has a little bit of a front porch. Yale and I walk out, and I didn't realize that the girl was on the front porch waiting for us to come out. So we walk past her. We both ghost her because Yale has not gotten an answer from me, whether this is okay or not. Yale's first, walks past her. I'm second, I walk past her, and I hear from behind me, so am I just going with you guys? And then she gets up and follows us to my car. So we still have not said a word to this chick. And Yale's putting the cooler in the background in the back seat, and then we kind of just lock eyes.
It's a silent conversation due through telecommunication.
And to the point where I'm just like,
it's telepathy.
I'm like, all right, get in, guys. I mean, I'm like, well, I think what did it was I'm like, tell me your address. She tells me the address, and I'm like, it's only like 10 minutes away. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have done it. If it was like 30 minutes away, I'd have said, fuck that.
And anybody that's waiting to hear this, curious, no, she did not pee on me, right? I did not get peed on. I did not pee on her.
Well, yeah, I mean, sure, if you want to be a fucking prude about it. I would have... Would you ever let someone... Like, say you were in love with a chick.
I already told you the rules. We just talked about this.
Yeah, but
You don't listen.
Yeah, I don't.
This is your problem. You never fucking listen to a single word we say.
I
We're
don't
literally
listen.
sitting down and having a conversation for the express purpose of putting it out to other people, and you still don't fucking listen to what I
Okay,
say.
it's their job to listen. It's not my job to listen. That's A. B. I have taken more drink than normal, and I really could care less what the fuck you have to say. So there's
You
that.
were shit-faced when we started this whole thing.
Yeah, okay. I've lost a lot of weight recently. I don't drink often.
No, you haven't. You've gained a lot of weight, you liar.
I have gained a lot of weight, but I am still... Take my weight right now, I am still 70 pounds lighter than I have been at my heaviest.
Okay, but at your heaviest, you had man tits. That's not a...
Alright, I
It's
don't
not
think
a
I
thing.
had man tits.
Of course you had man tits.
No, like...
I remember you at your heaviest. You had man tits.
Okay, no, and I
You
I
had
don't
breasts.
remember. No, I didn't.
You were a
No.
C cup.
I would say that I had, because okay, so fat people have this different, fat guys have different types of titties, right? They have the cone that goes straight out, and then they have the sagging. But I was more of the cone that went straight out. You know what I mean? Like I had.
So they
and
were
they did not
they were
fall.
perky, is what you
Yes,
were saying.
they
They
did
were
not-
very perky.
They did not fall.
They were a perky C cup.
Mhm.
So breasts.
No, I don't think I
You
could
just
feel like-
agreed to perky C cup, and won't admit, ladies. What he just said is that if you have C cups or smaller, you are not a woman. Derek Stock is a woman hater. He is an anti-feminist. Some consider him alt-right for his views on women, and I frankly am appalled at
Well,
your views because you refuse to admit that C cups and smaller are breasts. And I will tell you right now, ladies, anything more than a handful is a waste. And I honestly can't believe your misogynistic views on the female body. Very ashamed.
I'm gonna
Very
tell you-
ashamed to know you. Very
I'm gonna
ashamed
tell you
that
right
I
now.
once called you a friend.
I've never been your actual friend, but I'm gonna tell you right now, man. I mean, I'm Middle Eastern, so.
Did you say Middle East trend?
Middle Eastern? Eastern.
Eastern. Just say Eastern.
I'm sorry. My family is also from Michigan, and they pronounce every syllable. I don't
Middle
know if you've
East
ever-
trend.
My
That's how this fucking thing started off, was because you don't know how to say basic things.
How did this thing started off then? Okay, so
How did this thing started off then?
God damn it.
Yep. Whatever
like I
argument
didn't
you
know.
were about to make.
No.
You just shot yourself in the fucking
No,
foot.
I wasn't making an argument. Let's tell them.
No, I'm not. I'm not even arguing. I'm not even. You're arguing. I'm not arguing.
No, what I was saying, I wanted to tell the origin story of how it got started, how we came up with the Den of Debauchery.
Oh yeah. Okay, so, the way that the name of this podcast came about, it was born out of his den, Derek Stock's den. I call him Stock. It was born out of his den, so it wanted to be something den related. You know, den of something. I liked alliteration, so I was thinking about D words, but couldn't come up with anything. One night, because we're all children, we got together and played Halo with a group of adult men. And Derek Stock, because he sucks so much at almost everything in life, was getting his ass kicked, and he was frustrated. And he expressed his frustration by saying, "Whole lot of hibachery going on around here."
No, that's not.
That's how you talk.
But I was not getting my ass beat. It was
You were absolutely getting your ass beat.
What it was we were playing Rockets.
What it was you suck, and you were pissed. And because you were pissed,
No, there was a lot of
you
shit
expressed
going on.
that, yeah, a whole lot of hibachery.
There
right?
was a
whole lot of hibachery. And he said, "Whole lot of hibachi going on around here." I was like, "What did you just say?" And he looked down in shame because he knew that he had fucked it up, and he didn't know what the right word. And he was just like, "I know it's wrong." And I was like, "Do you mean debauchery?"
Yep. As soon as he said it, it clicked.
And he was like, "Yeah." And that's it. I was like, you are so fucking stupid. And we all just started fucking destroying him. I was like, oh yeah, let's go to that Japanese place where they cook on the tables and on the food in front of you. Was it the Hibachi Grill? I was like, oh yeah, what's that? The doctors that study plants, the herbacherists? Yeah. So we all just start fucking lighting them up. And so then we're coming up with the title of this podcast, and I said, what about Den of Debauchery?
Mainly because you were trying to make fun of me, because it was still fresh in his mind. He was like, I want debauchery, you dumbass. And I go, hold on, let me look up debauchery. Then I looked up the meaning of it, and I was like, dude, that's fucking perfect.
Yeah. So it worked out perfectly, in my opinion. And he still fucks up the word to this day.
No, I say debauchery now.
Yeah, you did it right this time. Good for you.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of you.
Well, I mean,
You're like a real grown adult. Look at you.
well, you just gotta get me started.
You put on your pants one leg at a time, just like the rest of us.
Yep.
You shit in those pants afterwards, but
fill those fucking both legs up at the same one, same time. I haven't shit my pants.
Oh, that actually, I have a story. I pissed my pants while standing at a urinal in high school. Confusing, right?
Yeah.
So, it was a homecoming dance, so I think everybody can go, but I'm not sure. We're talking maybe sophomore year. I go into the bathroom to pee, and for whatever reason, like when I pee, I just kind of like look around, not pay attention.
Yeah.
And I'm just like staring at the wall, listening to the music, and I look down, and the flap of my pants had like kind of slipped out of my thumb and moved over to my dick, and I was literally pissing straight into the material, and it was wetting all down my leg. And for whatever reason, my pants were hanging just perfectly that it had actually made its way down past my knee, and it still wasn't making contact with my skin, and I didn't notice it. I'm standing at a fucking urinal, the only place where it should be impossible to piss yourself. It's not like... And I don't have a fake disease that I can rely on to lie and say that I have a reason to piss my fucking self. I did my best to do the right thing. I didn't just make a decision to shit and piss in my pants because I'm a fucking child. And just fate, because I didn't look down. I always look down now. That night changed the way that I piss forever, because now I always stare directly at my dick to make sure that the stream is going into the toilet and touching nothing else. So now I'm standing there at the toilet, and I have pissed a trail down to my calf now. I literally all down the left side, because that's the side of the pants that happened to flap in front of me. I pissed so much that even though I'm pissing directly into the flap of my pants, it soaks and goes all the way down the left side of my pant leg to the fucking calf. And now I'm just standing there trying to figure out what to do. And I don't know what to do. Like,
pants, right?
if no, they were khakis.
Oh.
They were, like in high school when like cargo American Eagle and Aeropostale pants were cool.
Yeah, still are. But go ahead.
No, they're not.
Just go ahead. Just keep.
Tell me
going.
you don't still wear cargo Aeropostale pants. Let's move on and not talk about my horrible fashion choices. All right. Yeah, we'll get back to that later, you piece of shit. I don't care. I shop at Walmart. I don't really give a fuck. So I'm standing there, and it's all down. And somebody else walks in and pees beside me and then washes their hands and leave. And then the next person comes in and pees beside me and washes their hands and then leaves. And by the third person, I can see that they're like, man, this fucker's been in here a long time. And I just don't know what to do. That person leaves. I jet over to the sink, and I'm washing my hands and like leaning forward in a way. Somebody else comes in and starts peeing, and I just bolt out the door. Now, the way my high school is set up, the bathroom is about 5 feet from a hallway that leads down to the locker rooms next to the basketball court.
Wrong.
Feet?
Yeah, I think you messed up.
Feet?
Yeah, I think you said it.
Fajitas?
You said feet were weird, but
I don't know.
Ahead.
Like I said, we've both been drinking. So I am praying, please God, let this door be unlocked. Because they always lock down the doors during dances so that you can't go roaming around the fucking school. By the grace of Allah, that shit is fucking unlocked.
Heard that, yeah.
I make my way down, and there is a laundry room, which also works as the ice room, where the fucking trainers get their ice. So I cut into the laundry room, and I'm like, I do not have enough time to wash and dry my pants. So I just throw them into the dryer. Now, these things were soaked. So I literally spend the rest of the dance, minus the last 20 minutes, standing in my boxers, waiting for my fucking khakis to dry. As the music just pumps, and we're standing there cross-armed, hiding behind the ice machine just in case somebody walks in.
Almost 100. Is this the first time you've told anyone this story? Because
I've definitely told other people. I don't know if I've told you or not.
you have not told me. And that is so fantastic. That is the greatest thing because, like, so you kind of understand shitting yourself in the front lawn.
No, because I tried. You gave up like a toddler. Don't compare your story to mine like we're the same. We're not the same. I'm an adult that handled the situation and didn't need to involve anybody else. Don't say you kind of. It's kind of the same.
Because you were in
like
that
yeah.
situation.
You and your girlfriend got in a fight, so you understand Scott Peterson and why he had to fucking kill his wife. No, it's not the same.
Understand that.
We are not the same. I am better than you.
Oh.
That's going to wrap it up for us. This has been the very first episode of Den of Debauchery Podcast. I'm Yale Reams. That's Derek Stock, the world's biggest piece of shit. Thank you for tuning in. All four of you, which is our group of friends that will listen for the first one. And we will see you on the next one.